We just stepped off the maiden voyage of the brand new Star Princess, and tonight we're diving into one of the two original shows created just for this ship.
It's called Illuminate, a spectacle of joy. And as lifelong show people, you know we had our eyes on every detail.
So the big question, is this Princess's next brilliant hit?
Or does it miss the mark for two theater nerds at heart? We're Michelle
Jason,
and Davis.
a family who loves to travel together.
But in 2023, our travels were put on hold due to a rare form of leukemia.
Years later, we're finally able to hit the road.
And water.
Join our treks as we make memories while we still can.
We're
Trexio.
And welcome, Trexio family, to our review of the Illuminate show
Illuminate show, full review. That's
on
right.
a brand new Star Princess. We just saw the show tonight, and wow. We
Wow.
were blown away, probably for different reasons, which I'm really,
I'm not sure it's for completely different reasons, because the tech portion of this show with the lighting, ooh, the LED screen with the colors, the costuming, wow. It was a spectacle for the eyeballs.
the show opens with a big tent,
Yeah, it's a circus
right?
tent.
Circus tent, so it's bringing you into the circus world. And the tent comes up, and everybody is
It comes up. It doesn't even come up. It disappears.
yeah.
You don't even know how that happens. It disappears. It's so cool.
And
The performers are all in there.
performers are there, and they just kick off the show with so much energy.
Mm.
Again, in our last review of the Star
Meridian?
Princess show, Meridian,
Mhm.
like we commented on the fact that they used the turntable, and
Yeah.
I think they used the turntable a little bit less this time,
They did.
but they certainly made use of the entire space. I did notice, what I really noticed with this time
Mhm.
is that they took the main singers, sort of like the main characters who were
Right. The two
were the
were the leads
the-
in the Meridian show.
the-
I mean, they're clearly the two
there are two females.
main
There's two females
vocalists.
and there's two
And
males.
there's two male
Yes,
vocalists.
were sort of the main performers in Meridian, and their main performer in
Protagonists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they move to different spots in the auditorium, so you're always getting an opportunity to see that particular performer.
Yes, that's all about the direction, because the thrust stage is extremely hard to work with.
They don't just do that on their own. They didn't just make that up on their own. I had no idea. I just thought they were just making great choices.
The thrust stages are really hard to stage, okay?
They are.
And so that's the importance of when you're using a three-sided stage, the audience is on three sides, that you are able that you move these characters around to each
Yeah.
part of the stage. And we really loved Meridian, and the direction was amazing in that show. But this show, like, I didn't even I felt like I was in the best seat in the house throughout the whole show, and we weren't.
Which is interesting because, like, we actually very intentionally sat in a different spot, because if you look at the makeup of the theater,
Yeah.
there is obviously a center section
There is.
that has a sort of a straight on view of the entire stage,
Yeah.
with the wall sort of as the full backdrop where you're facing the wall.
Right.
Where the premiere section is, where they reserve the seats
Which
for the
we
people
went
at the
to tonight.
right, we decided to sit there because we do have that opportunity. We sit on that side. It wasn't my first choice, but Michelle was like, we should sit over here just to understand how.
Yes, but we got closer this way too. We were only in like the second or third row this way. We would have had to gone up to the 8th or 9th row if we were in the center
I
section.
feel like that probably would have been just fine as well.
It probably would have been fine. I
Because-
said already, every seat in this house
Yeah.
is a perfect seat.
Yes.
And it's because of the direction, but it's also because of the tiered levels. You're not like it's not slightly tiered, it's at an incline greatly tiered so that there's more space than the head in front of you to be able to see over the head in front of you, even
Although
with someone tall like him.
although I was filming the show because, the I'm kinda blown away by this, but they allow full filming of the show,
We got the whole
which is great, and we got the whole show this time. But I did have this dude right in front of us who had this big bald head, and anytime I was, like, pulled out, like, you can see in the speed this yeah.
sorry about that.
So,
It was fun.
congratulations.
We have another character,
We have an extra character in the show.
the baldy clown.
Um, this show was not the type of show that had, like, a story arc or a book or anything like that.
No.
This was a
Variety
a
show,
variety show with
but
I think I fully understand how they cast now on the ship because
yes,
there were
yes.
there were some people that in the Meridian show I felt like were sort of flat in sort of their stage performance,
Right.
but they were great movers.
Uh-huh.
And
And
but
it's because
they weren't key characters. They were
right,
just bodies on the stage. They were moving things, they were doing
exactly.
things. But this show,
They were the mains.
they are acrobats.
Yeah, they're acrobats. They could do everything.
They do acrobatics.
And
So the cast is very multiversal. They are performers
versatile,
on
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they are performers on the stage. I don't
They're actors.
they're
They
dancing.
they still they keep the 4 singing characters singing.
Yeah.
They don't they move.
Yeah,
They move, but they're not
they're dancing.
dancers per se, I wouldn't say.
I think
Well, maybe the one girl.
honestly,
She's really good.
I think all 4 of them
Oh, you think so?
move really well.
Y
Like,
yeah.
they because
They're
the
not they do join the dancers occasionally in the choreography, and it's not like you can single them out for being bad. They're not. They do everything else perfectly. They do the same thing as the dancers. However, um, like, they we definitely know who the 4 dancers I mean, who the 4 singers are in the show.
4 key players, 4 key singers. They're
Correct.
the ones who are carrying sort of the heavy
The
lifting.
music,
Yes, right here. And I promise that nobody's gonna love me like me.
the vocal music, yeah, but then in this show, it wasn't about the vocal music.
No. And all the music, again, is covered like, it's all top 40 sort of pop music, sort of remixed, remastered for the show,
Mhm.
but it is all stuff that you would recognize.
Yeah, and you sing along with it occasionally.
But again, like, props to the direction and the production team because
Completely.
transitions were so
So good.
seamless, so good, and this time, rather than using a lot of set piece movement and video walls to sort of establish different scenes,
Mhm.
this time they used sort of thematically because we were in a circus,
That's correct.
they used clowns as entertainment, and
Mhm.
so you would have these movement numbers or these things that happen with clowns.
Mhm.
Visually were stunning.
Yes,
Uh,
and the
I gotta
colors
tell
are
you,
beautiful.
they had one section which was technically sort of a transitional section, but it was a feature piece as
Are
well.
you talking about the lasers?
The lasers.
Ooh, I knew he was because that was amazing.
And what we didn't notice, but I did,
Mhm.
and I'm sure other people, other people might, but I'm always looking for this stuff. While the laser dance was happening, and it was amazing, there were stage techs upstage hooking in a rigging system for the next big scene in the next big number. So
That was
that whole feature number that was taking
just
place
a transition.
was designed as a transitional
But
piece.
we were so focused on
Yeah.
how amazing this laser piece was that we weren't noticing that it was a transition, and that's what it's all about, especially in this type of stage, which is small,
Yeah.
right?
Wha
They're not bringing down a curtain so they can do things behind a curtain. Um, it just was happening, but I did not notice that happening during this laser piece. I noticed it happening during a different piece. But during this laser piece, I was transfixed. on this character. I actually thought this guy who plays this character in the laser piece, I thought he kind of had a lot of star quality
Yeah.
in the first show, in Meridian. He didn't sing, he wasn't a main character, he was a dancer. He's this a very tall black man, and he has a lot of charisma and a lot of personality. So when he came out and did this number, it was dancing
Yeah.
with laser beams everywhere, and the timing was
The execution.
ah! So it's lighting too, it's not just him, but man, holy cow.
Yeah, a great tech team. Great tech team. I know all that's programmed, but they still have to execute it,
Yes.
and the dancers have to be spot on,
Yes.
and they have to know their timing,
Mm.
and it's just and
It was moving,
yeah.
it was so good, it was moving.
They used the platform again to, like, descend and come up and
Yes.
use that as transitional pieces, and they did something new this time they had a new trick up their sleeve, on the theater where, they didn't use it in Meridian, but they flew somebody up center stage, like,
Yes.
all the way up into the fly,
Oreo stuff, there's some Oreo
but
stuff.
up into the flies where they
Mhm.
disappeared up into the flies, and then they came back down, so in a way that, like, it's another place for a transition,
Mhm.
which is really
Mhm.
interesting that they've built so much into this theater. This theater
This theater, wow.
has really been heavily invested in. This is not just a secondary thought.
This theater has unlimited potential.
This is a jewel in the crown of the Star Princess.
Completely.
100%. Like,
Yeah.
you have the dome, great
That's oh gosh, what a
beautiful.
beautiful ambiance this dome, especially with the candlelight series.
Yeah, the candlelight was beautiful, but the arena is just as impressive and but
Yeah.
in a different way because it doesn't have the beauty of the glass and
No.
the scenery that you can see and what that does, but it has the best sound system and the best lighting system,
The LED, the screen.
the LED wall.
That wall is insane.
They use it
Oh,
they use it
color tonight with that show. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. I love colors. I grew up with Rainbow Bright is my
Yeah,
favorite thing. And rainbows were always my favorite because I love color, 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 colors. And like Lisa Frank. Come on, anybody with me? Lisa Frank here? Like all the colors of the rainbow. And this show just made me so happy tonight. I was smiling from uh, cheek to cheek. And I remember saying to Jason, and maybe it was even on our the video that like if you did not walk out of that show smiling, then there's just something wrong with you
yeah.
because it was so beautiful and so whimsical and so much fun. And everyone on that stage just was smiling and happy. And even if it's acting, they were having so much fun. And that's what made us have so much fun.
The energy was there, like
Always.
the dancing, the movement, the colors, just everything, and I I am a big proponent that you start strong and end strong, and if you
Yeah.
do that, you can really sort of sell an audience on the quality of the show that you just given them.
Correct.
This particular show just continued to give and give.
Started with a bang.
It started strong, and it just kept it going, but then it just ended so unbelievably strong.
It really did.
I
Everyone was in it. Everyone was just in it to win it. Like, we were all invested in all of these characters, even though it was a variety act. They were all just different characters that I think we can all relate to. And, and they're most of them are clowns. But I feel like there were so many different kinds of characters in this show that we could all relate to some of them.
I have seen a bunch of shows, and honestly, I don't know on ships specifically. Um, I mean, a bunch of shows in general, but I on ships specifically, and I just can't think of another place that has done a stronger show. It left you in a high note.
Yep. It was what, about 45 minutes? It
It
wasn't
was
even an
it
hour.
was exactly 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's a perfect
For a
time
cruise
limit for a
ship, I
cruise
think
ship.
everybody can get behind that.
Yes, there was no loss of interest
No.
in anything.
Yeah.
I looked around, people were smiling, people were clapping, people were laughing. They were invested in this thing. When the aerials went up in the air to when they came back, there was the visceral relief from everybody. Like it was a wonderful, wonderful show. It was perfect for a cruise ship and perfect for this ship.
Princess has leveled up.
I agree. I cannot say anymore, and I have said it multiple times in the past. The reason why I kind of wanted to find a different and go on all these experimental cruises is to find something that has better entertainment and other things for Davis to do. And so, but this ship has made me really think and really love it.
We are going to actually post this show since we had the ability to
record
it and put it out. So up here is a link for you to hop on. You can see it. It'll give you an idea of how great it is. But frankly, like if you don't want a spoiler, then
don't watch it.
By all means, don't watch it.
But I will say at the same time, nothing on video
translates.
No, it's so much better in person.